Hey everyone, Good Old here. This is the Angel fight, I believe, and the mob stage before that. So I included this mob stage because I think people are not exactly sure how to abuse the mob stages or take advantage of it to its full potential. So you can see here that I wanted to get my Getter Noir and Shin Getter to max morale. So I moved my Lasner, he's just here to freeload, but I try to let Getter tank, so he gains morale when he's taking hit, and also gains morale when he is hitting someone. Of course, I'm using my freedom to kill some of the mobs as well, but you can technically let your units that you want to take the damage take all the hits to gain even more. So that is another way, but for me, I knew that I was going to have enough morale-wise from both my getters, so I just let them kill whatever is remaining after freedom's done with them. So pretty much both getters are max. Shin Getter is at 161, so I let him take care of the final few units, and that is essentially it. Using some SR Hisatsus there just for some last hitting, because I'm not going to use them anyways for the last boss, because I'm using the final attacks. So next is Ashura. Sorry, it's not the Angel fight, but Ashura is very simple. It is what I think all the bosses should be in terms of difficulty level, but too bad it's not, and we are kind of fighting I guess bosses that are, I feel, overtuned. But Ashura, you can use dodge tanks, but ideally I think you should be using ideally you should be using dodge tanks, but you can use defense tanks such as the Darian, Getter, and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna fast forward because I actually played against this boss on auto. So you can see here I went to auto and I turned off the, so I'll show you what I did in terms of settings. I turned off the Hisatsuyus. So if you go to the gearbox and go to settings, game settings, and scroll down, here is the option to use Hisatsu or not, and obviously below it is auto targeting, so I selected as bosses first. But you can turn off Hisatsu and then basically let the chain build up, and you don't have to worry about wasting any Hisatsu when you're fighting the boss. So I went to do something in real life while this was going on, and you can see that it just pretty much goes on for a very long time. This boss, even with its Hisatsu, is not going to hit your dodge tanks. At X3 he only had a 1500. He's weak to strike, however he will have a debuff aura against enemies that are 4 to 7 range, so your snipers are gonna get debuffed pretty hard. And yeah, otherwise he triggers his rouse and his barrier at 90% HP for 2 turns, and he also has a 30% damage reduction and a 30% increased damage, max morale capping at 150. And Hot Blood is 60% HP, and 30% HP gives him another rouse, persist, and another skill that increases damage and defense. But again, with dodge tanks you don't have to worry about anything, so I'm just gonna fast forward. It's basically me whittling him down, building the chains. I don't even think I finished recording because there's no point. I used 2 Liger SSR, no, 1 Liger SSR 1 and 1 Liger R attack to finish him because it was just taking forever. But yeah, very straightforward in terms of this fight, and I'll see you guys in the final boss fight up next.